it's me, Hattie, and I am back with a brand new video. And today I'm going to be doing a create a sim for 3 different sims, which are going to be the new Townies in my new Let's Play the Pomegranates. And I'm really excited about putting these in because I built these, I think about 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I say built, but what I actually meant was made. I made them and I really enjoyed making them. They only took me about 30 minutes to make and that was all of them. But I really felt like I couldn't perfect them all by the end because I felt like these were the best sims that I've probably ever created, and I felt very happy with them once I'd finished. In fact, the last one was probably my favourite. But anyway, this is Aaron Cobb, so let's not steal his spotlight. Aaron Cobb is a beautiful surfer sim. He is a stereotype, I guess, of an Australian surfer. I always imagine Australian surfers to look like this, and in fact, in a lot of TV series and films that I've watched, they often do. So I'm not saying that they all do, but I mean, the stereotype would definitely be Aaron Cobb. He's a blonde, tanned, good-looking surfer kind of person. He loves the outdoors, and I really had fun making him. He values comfort overall, so a lot of his clothes look very comfortable, and it means that when he goes camping and stuff, he's not going to look really awkward in a really tight suit or anything, because I just think that comfortable clothes like t-shirts or jumpers, just simple casual clothes, would really suit Aaron's character a lot more. So at this point I was putting in his formal wear, which I wanted to go for something a little bit more basic. I thought that it would be more casual than other formal wears because I don't think that Aaron Cobb would actually own a suit. I don't think that he'd want to. I think that he'd find a suit maybe a little bit too much of a pretentious thing to own. And I think that when it does come to formal outings, like if he was to get married or something, it would be in probably the outdoors area with campsites and flowers, and it would be an outdoor wedding, which he would be casually dressed for. I'd like to think that would be what Aaron would like. So that's what I had him being. I was also really happy about the jumper that I put him in because I think it looks really nice. It looks very laid back and I love it. I think we got it with the Sims 4 get together, but I'm not too sure. But I use that a lot, repeatedly in these Sims because I just love it so much. But at this point I was going back to his outfits. I was adding some accessories because I wanted Aaron to wear necklaces, to wear bracelets, because I think that would be in his character to do so. I wanted him to be a little bit of a collector, and I think that that would really be what resembles him. Lots of jewelry and things. I think it looks very nice on him. But his aspiration in life is to be an outdoor enthusiast, and his traits are cheerful and that he loves the outdoors. He has a tough walk, which is nice, and at this point I was creating a brother to him because not necessarily that this sim is going to be his brother, but I wanted to start with a base sim which looked a little bit more similar to Aaron than just a random sim would, so I thought this would be a good idea to do. But anyway, this is going to be Aaron's best friend, Elijah. And this is the second one in the clan. So Elijah, I actually got the name from the originals, the spin-off to the Vampire Diaries. I cannot get enough of that series. I absolutely love Elijah from it as well. He's probably my favourite character. And his name is just amazing. I love the name Elijah. In fact, it's one of my favourite names. I've always said, like, after watching the series, that my firstborn male child is going to be called Elijah, but it probably won't, unfortunately, because my fiance just doesn't feel the same as me. But I really love the name. I think it's a fantastic name. It's a biblical name, and I thought that this would be amazing to have for this sim. So that's what I did. I had Elijah being a dark brown haired sim because I think that it went really lovely with blue eyes, and I definitely had Harry Styles in mind when I was creating him. Actually, a really strange story about Harry Styles. I've actually met him. I met him when I was on holiday in Barcelona. We stayed at the same hotel together, and he was a few rooms down from me, and it was insane. The night he arrived, there was so many young girls like outside the hotel door, bashing the door down. The glass was even broken, and there had to be security guards just guarding the hotel. And what happened was we couldn't even exit from the front. They actually said to us, you've got to go around the secret back exit because you can't even use the front entrance anymore. And I remember this little girl coming up to me. She must have been about 12, and she absolutely begged me. She was like, please, can I have your room pass? I've just seen you leave the hotel. And I just said, I'm so sorry, I need it for my room. But otherwise I would have done, and I would have let her through. But anyway, so this is how Elijah ends up looking pretty much. We have got him in all blue because because I just thought that the outfit blue went really well with his eyes, and I love to colour coordinate my Sims. That is something that I really, really adore doing. I love outfits that match, and I thought a hat for formal wear as well, just to kind of mix it up a bit, and I thought that hat went quite nicely because it's a striped hat, so I did actually leave it like that. His last name is Jenkins. I don't know where I got that from. Maybe it was just a randomized last name. I do like randomizing the last names and seeing what ends up happening, because I always find that fun, because The Sims 4 really does generate some amazing last names, which really does help me out sometimes. But this was his party wear. I wanted to put him in another hat because I thought that the hats for Elijah looked really, really cool. Even though I was convinced that was a lady's hat to begin with, I actually think it looks really nice. It looks like a outdoor hat, so I think he'd be perfect looking like that in an outdoor party area, which I'm definitely gonna do at some point. But he's gonna be another townie, of course. He's gonna be walking around the town, hopefully with Aaron. But that is Elijah finished. So his aspiration in life is that he wants a really big family. His traits are that he loves the outdoors and he is a dance machine. And at this point I was creating another twin. I created a twin for him instead of going for the original Aaron, because I just thought that this would be a better way of mixing it up a bit. But my favourite was Miles, who is coming up now. I adore him. He is probably my most favourite sim in the whole of The Sims 4 to date, because I don't know how I did it. But at first he was starting to look like Tommy from my the Pomegranate series. I thought that it looked too similar to him, and I really needed to change him around a bit because he had pretty much the same face as him at this point. But when I did change him, I think that he's probably my favourite, and I'm not actually sure whether he will join the Team Bro that I have going on. I don't know if he will, because I don't know if he would be able to, because he is still a very outdoorsy person. They all are. But I wanted Miles to have a bigger frame than the others because I didn't want them having all of the same body shape. So I think that Miles is a little bit more muscly, and I quite like that. He reminds me of the prince out of Beauty and the Beast. I don't know why, but he just really, really does. He hasn't got reddy hair, because I think the prince has red hair. I'm not sure. It's like a reddy orange colour. I can't really remember. It was so long ago. But I think that he looks very nice. I knew that I wanted him with long hair as well. I was trying to figure out which long hair would look really nice on him. Unfortunately, it was exactly the same as Elijah's, but I do think that this hair does suit Miles as well, because it's a little bit lighter than Elijah's, and I think that it can be used more than once. I think that it would really make sense for them to have the same hair, especially if they're spending a lot of time together and they get it done at the same hairdressers. I don't even know if they get it done at the hairdressers, to be quite honest. But I think that it goes pretty well. So I was happy with that. I'm also absolutely in love with that new shirt that we get with the Sims 4 Get Together. That is the most stunning shirt I have seen in a while, and I wish that shirts like that were sold, because I would definitely go and buy one for my fiance because he'd look amazing in it. But I think that the designer for The Sims 4 definitely needs a pat on the back for that shirt, because that is one of the most nicest shirts I've seen on The Sims 4 to date. But anyway, so I was trying to decide whether I would put Miles in makeup or not. But I've seen it happening so much more frequently now, guys being okay with wearing a bit of concealer or a bit of blusher, I guess. I'm not sure. But I couldn't decide, but I didn't anyway. I didn't want to do that. But I think that I will at some point. I want to create lots and lots of different Sims for this Let's Play. So if you've got any ideas, if you've got any teens that you want to add to my collection, then seriously just go and use my hashtag HattySims on the Sims 4 gallery, and I will go and add your creations to my game, and you'll be able to see them in my Let's Play, which should be pretty fun. But I put Miles in a suit purely because I wanted him to look like the Beauty and the Beast prince, because I just kept going back to that idea. I just couldn't get enough of that idea. I also found those bohemian type pants for sportswear, and I loved them to bits. So I used those for Miles because I just hadn't discovered them before, because I don't often go on Create a Sim mode. So it was quite a nice surprise for me to find that. But he does have another jacket like the others. I just think it looks really nice. I love those colours for it. And it just looks really relaxed, laid back. And I think for a party scene, it would be really amazing, because even though he wouldn't stand out in the crowd, because he wouldn't be one of the most flashiest Sims at a party, The bright colours would just really bring out his personality, and he just brighten up the room as soon as he walks in, so that's why I love Miles. But his aspiration in life is that he wants to find the one. He's outdoorsy, and he is also, we're just about to find out, he is also outgoing. So that is my Create a Sim. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all for my Let's Play. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.